My name is Jen Kouba. I use she, they pronouns. I'm a DePaul graduate, a double demon, and I currently am the Director of Development and Communications at Care for Real. We are a 54-year-old food pantry serving the far north side of Chicago. And then I also serve as an adjunct faculty member at DePaul University, teaching about homelessness and dignity. I currently have a lot of jobs, so I'm going to go through them all. I also am a job coach with Project Access out of Wilbur Wright College to support young adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities transition into the workforce. And I teach in the Inside Out program and soon with the Prison and Neighborhood Arts Education Project at Stateville Prison. So the Inside Out project, Prison Education, is an international program that started out of Temple University in Philadelphia. And the concept is bringing education, high quality education, to folks who are incarcerated and receive college credit while learning alongside mainstream outside students. So the inside students are learning alongside the outside students. So for my particular class, I taught about homelessness and humanity, and we had, I think it was about 10 and 10, and that was at Cook County Jail. And it really caught my eye in a DePaul publication a few years ago, pre-COVID. And I was like, wow, that's really the university mission in action there. And it's something I want to get involved with. So went through the training during the pandemic and then was able to teach my first class a couple years ago. And hopefully I'll be able to in winter quarter of next year. The project that I do in that class, it's my favorite belonging that I've ever gotten. So in all of my classes, I take a look at different words that we sort of take for granted, like dignity or humanity or home, and try to develop more comprehensive and thoughtful definitions. And so the students in the Inside Out class created handmade dictionaries that are more comprehensive definitions of those types of words, and they could use poetry or bullet points or drawings, song lyrics, and whatever they wanted. And so everyone took a really different approach, and the outcome of those are incredible. And I've honestly never had better students than in the prison system. The level of eagerness and preparedness and intelligence and wisdom that was in that space was exhilarating for me as an educator, but also taught me so much about the work that I'm already doing. It just feels like an enormous privilege to be able to bring education into those spaces and just sit and listen and learn alongside them. I think doing communications work is an opportunity to teach others, and so utilizing the communications work that I do to be able to support changing hearts and minds about these marginalized populations, dispelling myths, and creating a community of care. And so in the education space, I just want to feel, I've got like total imposter syndrome because that's not my background. And so I just want to continue developing skills to create inclusive and meaningful educational experiences for different populations and learn from my students. And definitely hopeful in this next stage that I can do some more hands-on volunteer work that I haven't had the capacity to do with my current schedule, particularly in homeless services. I miss it. And it sort of gets to a point where when you see something or interact with a person experiencing homelessness or poverty or a severe disability, it changes you forever. And if you let it, I think. And once you have that in your heart and your head, it can drive you and shape who you are and how you move through this world. And so I've found that the relationships that I've formed with populations that folks are often too scared to engage with or prefer to look away because it makes them uncomfortable, those relationships that I've formed or had the privilege of making, I think helped me be a significantly more open-minded and curious individual rather than passing judgment without knowing much about people, and um, trying to just move through this world with great love, curiosity, and generosity.